What's good, everybody? This is the one and only GM, and today we're gonna react to Arslan Ash's new tier list for Tekken 8. We all know who Arslan Ash is. He's one of the best players in the world, and it's always interesting to see when he makes a tier list because everybody goes crazy and just gets mad because when you make tier lists, people tend to get upset if you put their characters too low or too high, and they just go straight crazy. So yeah, we're gonna look at the tier list and we're gonna look at the replies, and I'm also gonna tell you guys what I think about this tier list, you heard? So yeah, let's click on the tier list. Let's make it larger and let's see. All right, so we got Nina S rank. Nina's S all the way on the top. I could see why after playing more Nina players. Too much chip damage, too much plus frames, good tracking, high damage, great. She just has all the great mechanics, right? Great armor move, guy like heat smash, plus frames, chip damage. You could just play solid Tekken and beat somebody with her just by poking somebody down, pretty much. Great sidestep, great punishment. She just has everything that makes a character really, really good. So I can see why he has a S tier. Plus he plays her, so if Arslan Ash plays the character, the character's top tier. The character's S. After that, Yoshimitsu. Yeah, broken. Yoshimitsu is broken. I've said it before. I have a newer video of me fighting against a Yoshi player, and I kind of show you guys how to fight against Yoshi. So yeah, check out that video out. That's a video that's out of me versus Yoshi player. Yoshi is just OD, man, and he's ridiculous. A lot of chip damage, a lot of mix-ups you just gotta take. Unblockables. Flash is still OD. He could punish same moves on block with that. This game is very offense orientated, so when you rush Yoshimitsu, you have to worry about either eating a flash or him spinning out of the way, and his Okis is stupid because he could hit you grounded, and then if you tech, you eat an unblockable. He just complete nonsense, man. You can't block him and you can't rush him. And his punishment is OD. So perfect character. Jin Kazama, real dumb. 2-1 needs to get nerfed. -3 on block is OD because you could just do mind games 2-1, 2-1, 2-1. Then 2-1-4 knockdown into guaranteed damage. Or 2-1 on block into high crush, low crush. His heat smash is one of the best in the game. Mad good, mad quick. Hits you from half screen. Really good pokes. Down 2 is really dumb. Homing move, counter hit launcher, high crush. Forward 4 is OD, and then he goes into stance in his mind games with high crushes, low crushes, armor moves. He just has all the tools in the game. He's pretty much almost perfect. Parry, great poking, great punishment, like I said, while standing 2, really good. So yeah, I agree. Dragunov, we already know he's broken. Mad easy to play. They nerfed him a bit, but he's still OD. Easy mind game. Running 2, down 2, down 2, down 2. God-like movement. Running 2, down 2, down 2. God-like movement. Yeah, so he's really dumb. Fang is kind of iffy, though. Like, I think he's mad good, but, like, out of all these other people in S, he's literally the easiest to deal with because at least you could block and punish him. You get a read on down back 3. You could cook him. Sasta 4, you could cook him. Back 1 punishable. A lot of his get off me stuff is like like Kempo. You could bait that. When it comes to pressure, his pressure is kind of like canned, and what I mean by that is very flowcharty. Quarter 4 1+2, and then down 4 1, quarter 4 1+2, down back 3, jab down 2. So he's really flowcharty. I would personally put him in A, but he might be close to top tier. His heat smash is extremely good. And he's OD. You just got to eat 50-50s. But they nerfed it, though. The 3+4, they nerfed the range. And then the back turn mix up, the 2-2 in heat. He doesn't get a full combo anymore. So he got nerfed. But I feel like fighting him is easier to fight than the other top tiers. Like, you could actually punish him, and you could sidewalk him, and you could deal with him a little bit better. But that's just me. Nina, too, you could fight her, but she's definitely way more impressive than him. Okay, for A, Elisa. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Elisa, man. A lot of people definitely have issues with Elisa. A lot of people complain about her a lot because of chainsaws and stuff. I personally don't have a lot of issues against Elisa. And the reason why is because I just have a lot of experience against her. And I feel like outside of chainsaws, like, I don't know. There's not much. I'm not really scared of her. What's she gonna do outside of chainsaws? Down 3 you all day, you could block it and launch that. With down back 3, spam armor move. Like, the only thing that's super duper cheap is chainsaws. Everything else is kind of like whatever. So I will put her like A plus, but I don't know. But I could see why people is cheap, because she could literally just run through you and bop you just by using chainsaws by itself. I think if they nerf chainsaw, she'll definitely be lower on the tier list. But chainsaws is the biggest issue with her. That's the biggest problem. But you could still, you know, sidewalk left and interrupt her and stuff like that when she's in chainsaws. So it's all about knowing the matchup. Claudio, this is unexpected, honestly. Like, I didn't think Claudio would be this high. But Claudio is super cheap, super easy. He's literally, like, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think him and Dragunov are about the same. It's just that Dragunov is much better than him, but he's like a lesser good version of Dragunov. And I say the same because it's almost the same, running to, you know, unseeable lows, side step 4, you know, easy 50-50s, the short you can move, high crush. When he's in his mode, the Sparks mode, whatever that joint is called, he's mad cheap. He gets safe high crush with the short Yukin, and then the can opener joint safe. He just becomes mad cheap once he has heat burst or once he has the sparkles on him. So he's mad good. He just mad easy. It does bad damage. So I could see why Arslan might think he's A plus. Of course, he has his weaknesses, but he's really oppressive. I'm surprised Shaheem is not S tier, honestly. Like, y'all know me. I think Shaheem is OD. He's perfect. Guy like lows. He just has everything. The knockdown, slide, crazy ground game, good counter hits. And he is just a walking 50-50 with the short you can unblockable, guard break. Then you got slide mix-ups and then running 2 vortex. And then he has the other heat smash. That's a knockdown low. And he has a jumping short Yukin that's +1. And then he could cancel into slide. He has OD punishment. He just controls neutral too well. And the heat system just benefits him too much. Like, once he's in heat, he's like a walking 50-50. And just having a guy like Slide Game makes him even harder to deal with. So he's mad good. A plus, why not? Brian is one of the most underrated characters in the game. I don't know why Brian players swear that he's mad hard to play. I don't know why Brian players think he's not that good. If you ever play Brian, the way a Brian match works, you get hit on counter hit one time, you die. And if you land on the wall and get up wrong, you die. That's how Brian matches are. You literally is either you gonna fight him and try to go ground game for ground game, or he hits you one time doing that shuffle and you die. So it's either you beat the hell out of him or you get hit once and die. He's just mad OD. It's mad OD. It's hard to play neutral with him just because of how much damage he does off of counter hits and how much stuff you have to worry about. When he's in that Snake Eyes mode in the heat, he gets the automatic punch parry joint, the 4-4-2 joint. That joint is wild cheap. Max damage combos. His guard break is crazy too. You could charge it up. Crazy keep out. Crazy punishment. A lot of plus. He's really strong. Like, really, really strong. So I know most Brian players wouldn't like that he's A plus, but yes. Law is bull. Law is bull. We all know Law is bull. He's not as good as Shaheem, because Shaheem is way easier to play. But Shaheem, Law is really good. The best slide in the game. Slide into 1+2 is OD. Great punishment. Best jabs in the game too, next to Steve Fox. Great punishment. In heat, he's OD. You know, 1+2. Being safe in heat, safe mid launcher. 1-1-2. Safe counter hit launcher in heat. So really, really strong, man. This Huaran thing is funny. I'm gonna be real with you. This is why the Huaran thing is funny. I think Huaran is mad cheap because he's just a perfect Tekken 8 character. Like, he's all 50-50s and you literally can't do nothing about it besides guess. I know you could step him when he does his flamingo stuff and you could duck in between stuff, but it's OD because, like, his armor move, that high kick, is literally plus frames homing. And it does mad. You eat a full combo if you get hit by that joint, bro. So his homing moves are mad good to stop people from stepping. He's just mad explosive. He just keeps forcing you to guess. And you have to just, it's scary to roll guess because he has a lot of launches in Flamingo, man. So he's just scary to deal with. And in tournament play, it's kind of like, damn, bro, should I duck there? Should I guess? Like, he's just like the perfect blender character. He could blend you without heat. So I know a lot of Huayran players, they downplay him a lot and they'll be like, oh, he's not that good. But this guy is really oppressive and he's scary to fight against. So I just find it interesting that he did that, because most people, they'll put Huayran lower just because they don't want to get attacked by the community. So I kind of find it funny that Arslan Ash puts him here. Arslan Ash don't care, man. He's a pro. He's won mad majors. He don't really care what people think about his placements. So the Steve one is also funny to me, because to me, Steve Fox is super underrated. If y'all see my content and y'all see my stream, I think Steve Fox is one of the most underrated characters in Tekken 8. I think Steve is OD, and he perfectly, when I mean perfectly, he perfectly deals with all the stuff in the game. He deals with all the stuff in the game perfectly. He has counter hits to stop rushing you down with back one, sway counter hits, sway to evade moves, down forward two, counter hit. He just 2-1, use mash, counter hit launcher, down forward 1, you mash, counter hit launcher. Like, he just has too much stuff to stop you from pressing buttons, and including the Kempo. Them giving him a Kempo makes it even harder to rush him down, just because you got to be very worried about spacing and stuff. And his damage output is crazy. And then in heat, he's mad annoying because he has a throw mix-up that you got to guess. You got to guess, and then, you know, if you get hit by it next to a wall, is a wrap for you. It's literally a wrap for you. And then he has a guard break too. And then, you know, he's OD now. He has mix-ups now. He has literally 50-50s. So you can't stand there and block him because he got guard breaks, 50-50 throw, and all that nonsense. And you can't rush him down because of back one, half-life, Kempo. He's extremely underrated, and I know why he put him up there, because he has like top Steve players in Pakistan, like Hero Malik and stuff like that. His damage output is crazy too with the machine gun pusses. So I'm glad that he put Steve up here, because Steve is OD. Steve is OD and he's underrated. Yes, he takes work, but he's extremely strong. Very safe too, and very hard to sidewalk. Controls the pacing of the match. Everybody that plays this game likes to just go like straight up crazy. You can't do that on Steve. Steve controls the meta. Steve controls the meta. You actually have to relax when you fight Steve. And if you don't, you're gonna get back one, or you're gonna get swayed and then punished really hard. The King thing is pretty interesting, because King is mixed. I think he's OD, but I probably think he's OD because I fight Majin a lot, and I think just a lot of stuff about King is dumb to me. The push being 9 frames into guaranteed follow-up on counter hit, that armor, that joint, like to take your meat out, that joint is the cheapest joint ever, bro. He could cancel it. If you do something like counter hit him out of it with a low, it doesn't count as a counter hit. It's so cheap. He could literally spam that joint the whole game, and he forces you to play his game with that. And then you combine it with Jaguar Step that evades like almost everything, and then you gotta worry about cheap 4-4 neutral tool into multi throws. He's extremely good. I could see that, you know, and he's not really that great because he just has his heat smash, but his heat smash is top tier. He has a top tier heat smash. So the King placement is kind of iffy. I will probably put him in A+, but him being an A is fine because, you know, and he only has like one thing in heat, but he's mad cheap though. So around here makes sense for him. Victor is mad cheap. You know, obviously he's linear, and if you make good reads on him, you could kill him because he has to commit to stuff. But he's mad strong, so A to A+ is about right for Victor. The Bear, I don't think the Bear is that great, honestly, because outside of he's kind of bummy. Like down back 2 is launch punishable. 4-4-2, if you got, you know, good punishment, you know, you could launch that. He has to kind of like mash armor a lot just to deal with you and do string. Like his counter hit stuff, like the 2 double high joints that you could duck. He has to commit to a lot of stuff. He's pretty risky. In heat, he's mad cheap. I think in heat, he's like A to A+ in heat. But like outside of heat, like if your character has good punishment, you could cook him. Like you know, his lows and hunting stance are launch punishable. A lot of stuff for him is really risky. 1-1-1 launch punishable. So I just think in heat, he's like A, but without heat, he's like B. He's around B and stuff like that without heat. Ling Zayu is mad cheap because of AOP, and she does mad damage, and then she perfectly works in the heat system. So she's around this. You know, she doesn't need to deal with a lot of offense because of AOP. And in the heat, she's like a walking 50-50. So extremely good. Extremely good. So I'll rank her around there too, around here. But you know, she has her openings and her weaknesses. You know, you can sidestep left when she's non-AOP, which is up on one player. When she's back turn, you could sidestep right. So you could deal with a lot of her stuff. And then, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but when she does the heat joint, that the string into block out there that she does the overhead, you could sidewalk down, sidewalk right, and evade the last hit if y'all guys don't know. I think she's matchup dependent too. If you have a character that could deal with AOP and hit her out of AOP a lot, you'd have a way better time against her. Let's go to B. B, he has on top of B, he has Reina. Reina is, to me, she's all right. All the high level Reinas I play, they just play meets out the whole set, and I just make a couple of guesses and you know, I win. And then of course 4-4-2. Being able to sidestep left makes her way easier to deal with. I think when that joint had way better tracking, she was like A to A plus. But since they nerfed that, you kind of deal with the vortex a lot easier. Like Reina has to play kind of crazy for her to beat you, so she's really risky. So I think B for her is fine, because this either they play meets out and try to ham you out, and if they try to play solid, they're gonna get cooked. Because any Reina I've ever lost to is because they just went meets out and they just took big risks the whole set. But it's a risky character. I can see why she's B. Safina, really matchup dependent. She's really good against any character that has like low range and stuff. Any character that she could lame out. She's kind of flowcharty, that she kind of has to commit to the same stuff all the time with the big claw move and her stance, because she actually doesn't have a lot of stuff. He smashes is good because it's like a 50-50. I think the best part about her is literally her that big claw move that's like plus and does chip damage. I think that's really good, and I think her parry is one of the best in the game. So I think those two things are good. And she has really good heat smashes, because the heat smashes the low joint, that's like a little 50-50. But yeah, she's all right. She has some good stuff. She's not that great though. Her punishment is like whatever too. Lily is tricky though. Lily, because she does mad damage, and she used to be OD when the feisty rabbit like you know, left you right in front of her when she 50-50'd you. But you know, they nerfed it. I still think that she's strong. She's still around the A to the B, I think so. But you know, her tracking is bad, and they nerfed the feisty rabbit and stuff, so she's not as top tier as she used to be. So you know, I think it's pretty fine. Paul, it's hard to rank Paul, honestly, because I feel like you have to have a really extremely good ground game with him. Yeah, he has a lot of cheap stuff, but it's all high risks, like having to commit to stuff. So if your character has like a really good 14 frame punish, like to punish quarter forward 3 low, and then if your character has something really strong to punish Death Fist, and then if your character has something good to punish, you know, Demo Man if it doesn't hit on clean hit, like, or if your character has really good like poke offense, it's pretty hard for Paul. He has to kind of play meets out. Either he has to play meets out, or the Paul player has to be extremely good. Yeah, their ground game has to be super duper OD, like super godlike ground game fundamental type play style for him to win. So Paul is more relying on the player being really good rather than Paul. But he has a lot of good stuff. Like when he puts you in heat, it's a 50-50 blender. But it's really relying on how good you are to play Paul. So A to B is fine. Maybe A, honestly. But he's really solid. He has a lot of, like, you know, the 4-2 punish. And he gets a full combo, which is OD. One of the best heat smashes in the game is only like minus 11, 12. That joint is OD. That knockdown Demo Man joint. That joint is fire. So, and high damage, really good 50-50s. So he's around there. I think June is mad cheap. I know Arslan probably doesn't think she's that good because he plays her, but I think she's mad cheap. I think she's another underrated character. I'll put her A to A plus. Just I think Can's jailing is so stupid. Can should not jail. It should be punishable, at least if it does jail. Her 1+4/1+2 parry is OD. Is super OD. That joint is too fast. On block is like what, 0+1. She doesn't need to respect anything. You know, half life off of Can's, half life off of parries, punch parry, kick parry. That 4-1+2 parry. She's just mad explosive, and it's hard to fight her 2 out of 3 set. I could see if you fundamentally have great defense, her lows are not that good, but she doesn't need that. All she needs is for you to attack, and she'll blow you up. And then, you know, she recovers a lot of health, and then her heat smash is dumb. She got a little 50-50 off that joint, and then she got the half screen Hadouken boys. So she's mad underrated. So my personal opinion, I'll probably put a like A to A+. That's just my personal opinion, but it is what it is, right? Heihachi, yeah, I don't think he's that great neither, to be real with you. His damage is really good, but he's way too linear and he's way too slow. And he has to really commit to his stance 50-50s on hit with the high guard break, with the throw, and then the low is kind of stiff, and then his hell sweep is whack because it's just a 50-50. If you guess, if you have a Wastang 10 frame punish, you could punish it. So he has to commit to a lot of stuff. The only really good thing about him is how much damage he does, but you know, he's okay. He's tracking his kind of butt. Jack is good, but it's really player dependent. You have to have really good fundamentals. He's not really lacking in heat, and he's fine. He has guard break. He has a 10 frame heat smash. So he's pretty strong. He's pretty strong. He's just not as cheap as everybody else. So B to A tier is like fine with him. You gotta kind of be like meets out with him, but I don't know how they will buff him because he's already good in heat. Maybe outside of heat they could give him a little bit more stuff to make hits, so like the opponent has to respect things a little bit more. I feel like Jack players, they have to steamroll you to beat you. They can't just like, you know, just play regular and beat you. Eddie is extremely hard to rank, kind of like Lydia, because Eddie is a walking 50-50 vortex, man. He's punishable, you know, 4-4-3 or whatever, that low -14, and then most of his lows are really punishable. He's one of those characters, he's either gonna kill you like real fast by 50-50 you all day, or you gonna guess right and kill him. So he's just like a coin toss character. He's like Anna. So it's hard to rank him just because you have to guess right, and he forces you to guess. You gotta guess against Eddie. He's like the perfect casino character. I think he's a great tournament character. So it's hard to rank him because of that. If you play somebody that's meets out plus solid, very hard to rank. So I don't know about him being B, honestly, because in tournament I think he fine. All you need is 2 games, and if you guess wrong, you dead. So hard to rank this character. Lydia, she's only good in heat, so I guess B is fine, because in heat she's OD. But of course you could sidewalk her, sidestep duck. She has a lot of openings in heat. Punch parry stuff. You can't punch parry 4-4-2 in heat, but everything else you kind of could. So Kazuya, hell no, he ain't no damn B. This character's mad cheap. And the one knockdown you dead, they made a mad scrubby with the down back 1-2 nonsense, and then down 1+2 full counter hit combo. You get knocked down once as a vortex, and then when he turns into devil, good luck. So nah, he's not B. He's like A to A+. Leo, whatever, right? She's good and she does damage, but yeah. So I guess B is fine. Leroy's underrated. I fight a lot of Leroy players. Like, I think he's pretty cheap, but he's not like OD. Like, he has to rely on high chip damage. He has to do a lot of highs to get you chip damage and down forward 1+2, 1+2, sidestep 1+2. So he has to do a lot of highs for chip damage. He has to do a lot of big risk with his lows. Down 3-2, down 2-4. You know, the homing move. The homing move from his stance is one of the best homing moves in the game. That joint keeps you standing, and then on counter he gets a full combo. His heat dash confirms his OD. The 1-2-1-2 into full combo, punch parry into full combo. So he's pretty cheap. I could see him being A, to be real with you. He's not that bad. He's not that bad at all. He's kind of underrated. He does a lot of damage, and you can't block him. He's kind of like Yoshi, but not as good as Yoshi. And what I mean by that is you can't rush him down because of parry. You constantly have to bait Leroy when you fight him because of parry. You constantly have to bait him. You constantly have to bait him consistently because of parry. And you can't block all day because he'll chip you to death. His chip damage is too good. It's too fast. And then he gets full guaranteed combos and he off of that stuff. So he's really good, Leroy. Right? After playing all the high ranked Leroys I played, really strong. Raven being trashed here is, I'll show you. Raven being trashed here is kind of OD, as you can see. Raven being trashed here is kind of OD. He's OD in heat. OD. Without heat, it's kind of whack. He's nothing to worry about. But in heat, he's mad annoying. I'll put him like B, honestly. He does high damage. He's good in heat. I don't know about complete trash. I don't think anybody's complete trash in this game, but that's just my opinion. Azucena's not really that good, but I'll put her like B. Her instant joint when she walks forward is pretty good. Her pokes are not bad. She has decent 50-50s. She could be quite kind of annoying. You know, her heat 4-1+2 is pretty good, but I could see why he probably thinks she's trash. She's not really that good, so right B the ding. Oscar trash tier, I don't know about that one. She hit you one time, you dead. She does too much damage. She too explosive. Really scary to fight her 2 out of 3 step. Half-life parries, back 3, cans. Outrageous in heat. But you gotta be meets out to play her. So like B to A. B to A, I think. Lars, yeah, it's kind of whack. You gotta be meets out. He doesn't have anything that you could be like, wow, Lars is cheap. Every Lars players I play just go crazy the whole game. So yo, Arslan is really, really, really committed to saying Lee is one of the worst characters in the game. He's very committed. He said this in the last tier list too, that Lee is bottom tier. He thinks Lee is one of the worst, and that's why the reason why, you know, a lot of the people that saw this tier list think he's really, really bad. My opinion, because people think I downplay Lee, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with you on Lee Chalan. I think he's pretty good. He's pretty good in the sense without heat, but he's really, really player dependent. He's like Paul to me. Like Paul, if you butt, you butt, and it's gonna show in your Lee that you butt. You have to be good at Tekken to play Lee. Like, I think what makes Tekken 8 characters good is that you don't need to be very good, and you can still beat a lot of people. Lee is, if you bad, you bad. You ain't beating nobody. And if you bad, you beating people just because they don't know Lee, and you just knowledge checking them all day. But even his knowledge checks are not that great. Like back 3-3 and running 3-4 into Hitman and stuff like that. So without heat, he's good. But you literally need to know how to punish every single character. And you need to know like all the frames in the game just to get his counter hit game down. His heat is terrible though. His heat is really bad. And his tracking is really bad. So that's 2 things. So heat really bad. Tracking really bad. 50-50s not very good. He's not really a 50-50 character. The only 50-50 he really got is a linear launch punishable lows with a chip mid, or if you trying to slide mix up somebody while staying 2-3 or slide. He has the worst slide in the game by far. It has 0 tracking. When you do the just frame version, it does 1 more damage, doesn't really benefit. His heat smash is a little bit better because it's -14, but it still sucks because it doesn't do any damage. You know, so I personally will put Lee like, I think like B to A. I think if they make his heat way better, he would be A tier. If they make him like his heat actually OD, he'll be like A. Cause that's one of the things he's missing. He'll still be balanced though, cause he has a lot of weaknesses. Like his tracking is really bad to the left. Another thing too that people probably don't know about Lee, if you don't play him, he has a lot of glitches, man. There be times I do Acid Storm and the first part will connect and the rest will whiff. There's other times that I'll do a wall combo and the bound will completely miss on the wall. There be times I do Acid Rain and the joint would just whiff. He has a lot of weird glitches. There's sometimes the armor move will get hit on counter hit. He has a lot of weird glitches. He's a very funky character. I just think he needs a lot more playtesting, and they need to work around him a bit more. But I think being complete trash is kind of OD, because I even don't think he's complete trash. I wouldn't play him if he's complete trash. And honestly, this version of Lee is probably like my favorite Lee, to be real with you. I hated Tekken 7 Lee. I thought Tekken 7 Lee was garbage. And he just didn't have anything I liked about Lee, and he didn't feel like Lee at all. But when I play Lee in this game, I feel like it's Lee. So I actually like Lee in this game, man. I'm going to continue to play him. But, you know, if Arslan Ash thinks he's trash, I could kind of see why. It's kind of like, if you're not a character specialist with Lee Chalan and Tekken 8, you're going to get bodied. So that's why I like him. Like, he only benefits you if you've been playing him for 100 years and know all the matchups. So, Devilgen is annoying, but he kind of whack. I'll put him like B or something. Panda is only good in heat. So, when it comes to this tier list, I actually don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. There's some stuff obviously I don't agree with, like I said. But let me see what everybody's saying. Joker says, thank you for putting Reina above Heihachi. Aha, Heihachi's so bad without warrior mode activated. Why is Lee trash? Explained. Let's click on that. Bad. Okay, Zero to Shadow. He's always think Lee is bad. Bad risk reward is low. Bad tracking. Bad heat. Cannot safely frame trap or counter hit. You could. I do that all the time. Lead 2-2-4-4-4-3 all punch to get where everybody's second hit on the counter hit jab string is safe. Weak hit confirmable moves. Now his weak confirmable moves are mad good. Last time in T7 he put Lee trash tier, played a good Lee and put him in S tier. Don't be fooled. Yeah, he's talking about me. But Lady Riggs, aka Lady Ruggs, he's talking about me, but he plays me all the time. So that's why he thinks Lee is good. So that's another thing too. A lot of people that will play me a lot, they'll think Lee is OD just because they play me a lot. Having the worst heat in a heat-based game will do that to you. Yeah, he does have the worst heat. That's why I said he'll be like B to A probably. Lee is really far from bad. Leaning as fuck, but what is that 1+2 foot? But that's just one move. Worst thing about him, he gets pretty much nothing. And this game is very heat reliant. Lee isn't trash. There aren't any trash characters in the game, to be honest. Don't take the tier list as gospel, just another opinion. I would argue that it's not necessarily that he's trash, but the other characters can do what he does better. Lee's whole kit revolves around an opponent that is mashing, pressing. Understandably, in Pakistan, this is not a common thing. Yeah, that's the thing with Lee. You gotta get people to press for you to beat people. If somebody just there and you just trying to 50-50 them, you're gonna get cooked. That's why every down back 3-3 spamming Lee gets body. That's why I say you really gotta know frames and really know matchups, because Lee is only gonna really cook you by making you whiff, outplaying you, and counter hit it. Crazy downplays built by his community. Character has the dumbest tools in the game. What's the dumbest tools? Homie moon plus on block counter hit launch. Yeah, it's only +2 though. And every follow up you could sidestep to the right to avoid. So it's not really that cheap. Slide, that's frames on block. The slide is not frames on block. This guy doesn't know how to play the game. The slide is literally launch punishable on block. If you do it for max distance, somebody could see it coming. One of the best down 4-2s in the game? No, the down 4-2 literally has no range. Paul has one of the best down 4-2s. Huaran has one of the best down 4-2s. Matter for his hitbox is low. It goes on the mid sometimes. Yeah, this guy's kind of dumb. This Puff is Zanagon. And this guy shit, I mean. Okay, so let's go back. Steve being higher than Ling, King, Lee, Reina, and Sid is wild. It's not, because Steve is mad good. Steve is super good. We already talked about that. So Sid on these rework. Ever since the heavy nerf, playing with her is hell. Shout outs to Lee. Love how Lily has now settled for lower tier since the insane comeback versus you. I'm done. He does base stuff off of you know, if he loses. I'm not saying that. You must be smoking some camel meat. Damn, he's mad disrespectful to Arslan. Nina's broken. I don't think Yoshi's that good. That's because you don't know how to play the game. They are facts. Lily is lower tier and Huaran Law super easy derpy. Those up here either way. Y'all sucking wild meat. Damn, this guy's mad, like disrespectful, this dude. Why is he talking like that? He's a world champion. You're a nobody. That's facts. So what? I fight professionally. What does any of that matter? I can still state my opinion. You do? You talk crazy. I don't care. You can share your opinion, but you talking crap like you better than him. Get off that meat. Goddamn, what is you doing? Who the F is you? Oh, these guys are talking spicy. That's why I like reading these comments on these tier lists. Dudes be talking spicy. Hey, Arslan, how do you feel about Nina versus Heihachi? Nina cooks him. Nina cooks him. She could just rush him down. He just got to hold that. Are the trash ones just gimmicky bad matchups, or what is it? Other characters have gimmicks too, but it's not solely just on that. I think he means strictly from competitive standpoint. They are still good in first to two, but they would struggle in first to threes. Well, Yoshi has gimmicks, but he has everything else. Yep. Hard to consider Lee of all characters gimmicky with his punishment and counter hit game. Yeah, but you gotta get somebody to press, and you gotta be OD to clap people with Lee Chalan. Feng A+, Claudio A, Huaran A, more move King, Lily, Ling up, and swap Reina with Vic. A lot of these dudes is telling him what to do, but he won mad tournaments and these guys didn't. So it's kind of like weird. The list does not make any sense. People we work or remake it. You see, there's a lot of people hating on it. What doesn't make sense? Huaran shouldn't be low. Should be low. He's like A, not A+. Reina's not B tier. She's really good, probably. She's mad unsafe, and her tracking is butt. She gotta take big risks. Trash tiers on this because there's no bad characters in this game. Everyone is good in their own way. I have agree with you. One thing I learned about Tekken is that a lot of these guys that be trying to challenge, like, you know, everybody got their opinion, but if you like a blue or red rank, you don't really know how to play the game. So you gotta, like, you know, once you reach a certain rank, then you could argue with pros about what they should do and what doesn't make sense. But if you like blue rank, green rank, and this guy, look, with the anime profile, I'm still trash tier. Let's effing go. Come on, man. You shouldn't be happy about that. Step your game up. With the Asu Sander today, nobody that knows is good. The Jin and Claudio placement is real, thank you. And June is trash. I don't agree with you, Landon. You landed on the wrong post, my brother. Why is Hwaran A? Because he could rush you down and you got to guess all day. Sorry, you are carried. You told me Hwaran was top 10. I said bottom 10. I'm done. Edge Hwaran is very different than my Hwaran, but my Hwaran is bottom 1. The True should be S tier. You see a lot of people going crazy. Lily should be triple S. The AT is very interesting. Oh, that's what Trojan thinks. Oh, you actually one of the few non-down players, Trojan. To be honest, I think the tier list is excellent. I always thought Steven Hwaran really strong in this game, even though the many people are downplaying him. Why is Lars an elite low tier? Any player who can play them can explain that. Clearly needs to readjust most of his moves with any other characters have easy, quick moves that lead to bad axe. Fightinggm on lead. Hope that helps. That's why I switched to Victor. I can't explain for Lars. His foundation is cheap. His foundation is terrible. Needs rebound. That's what's up. If he asks me, I'll tell him what I think about Lee. What I said in this video. Most of his attacks on hit give little or no advantage. While standing 2-3 on blocking to stands gives good advantage. Down 3 same moves give -1 on hit. Very unsafe. Makes no sense. Continually. Also, he has 5+ block, but slow on moves. Okay. All the large pressure is fake. Yeah, a lot of people, he relies too heavy on gimmicks and high risk move rewards. Yeah, that's what I heard about Lars. That's what I heard about Lars. Nice tier list. Alicia definitely should be seer. Nah, you crazy. Can't open people up without life lead. You bugging. Just go on the chains. A lot of these people don't know what they talking about, man. And she basically can't win. No safe counter hit launches. Lows do no damage. Mids are either slow, unsafe. This guy is very low rank. Will give little reward a hit. Two-step offense that puts you at huge risk and being counted for little reward. They're gonna cook him. Shut the F up. Damn. Gotta speak out. She needs it. Generally unplayable right now. I'm done. Risk to reward is a scam. A high win rate with lower RR lets you risk more per trade. Oh, this guy just talking some financial. What the hell is this guy talking about? What the hell? Long recovery, small parks, annoying turning with his little time to mind games. No way. Chromosome. I'm done. Yeah, cheap damage is a thing. I hope you're joking. Are you the guy? What rank are you? Average Elisa player. Shut up. Yeah, these dudes be talking spicy. I'm not saying that stuff. I knew I wasn't tripping. Lee Chalon is fun to play, but it feels like he's missing heat or better tools, especially when it comes to smash a heat burst. I'm done. I agree. Buff Lee, they going in. Surprised more people don't think King is S. He's very versatile. I'm so confused. What makes Lee of all characters bad? What makes him the best? Why do people putting Yoshimi in S tier, but no one has won a major with him in a decade? Because not every really good player goes to tournaments. That's why, bro. I mostly agree, but I will switch Elisa with Fang, Claudio, Law, Shaheen, strong as well. Hwaran A+. We need buff. Wade's been a hot minute. What the hell happened to Asu? I remember she was broke. She got nerfed, bro. Repatch notes. Play the game. Safina B, yes. Leah Kazuya are way too low. Go win the tournament, Mr. FGC. Lee main strongest soldier. You right, brother. Seichi. Low and Lee and trash tier. Yep. Let's tell you, people go crazy when he puts Lee in trash tier. They just go, oh my god, I can't believe it. The Lee players appreciate our character needs help. You need help. Step your game up. Because I went with Lee still. You heard? Lee bottom 3. I love this. That's what's up. Thank you for putting Asu in where she belongs. Everyone puts Raven at bottom tier, and they probably not wrong, but I swear I lose this match every single time. You got a lab, man. So all our knowledge checks all day, Jopey. I understand that Lee is linear as hell and has the worst heat in the heat-based Tekken about bottom 3. You literally just said stuff that will make a character real bad. Lee is linear as hell and has the worst heat in the game, base Tekken style, but bottom 3 in the game that having heat makes you good, huh? I agree with Lee's placement 100%. I will put Lily higher and Nina lower. Other than that, great list. Fang isn't better than Law and arguably King. All word. Raven trash. Are you okay? Thank you for putting Asusina. Damn, I'm a Nina stan, so I'm guessing this is my sign of Tekken 8. Finding more Steve and Hwaran downplay. Yeah, they OD. Finding Steve placed correctly. Most underrated character. I agree with you. Please prove that Jin is top 3 character. Yeah, he's mad cheap. Hwaran placement is outrageous. Of course, you're going to say that, Rio. Jin Hwarang Feng, I have a mad character choice as a king main. Victor only top 14 is a sad day. My GOAT Victor is going down the tier list. Proud, Asuka, and Lily. Yeah, mad dudes are just happy because their characters are low so people could gloat. That ain't nice. Brian too high? No. You get hit one time, you die, floofy. Steve finally getting the rank that he deserves. This list is pretty good. The only thing I would change, Asuka would one up tier behind Leroy Lee, go up to A, and behind King and Hwarang to B. This tier list may not be accurate, but with a little ass, it can be justified. Yeah, he probably gonna make a video telling you why. Looks like the game is finally getting balanced. Producers can make the tier in control. Did you ever end up picking up Yoshi? What happened there? I mean, he's been at least top 5 for the whole scene. A lot of pros aren't exactly character purists. My lovely main is trash. Yeah, keep playing her. Asuka needs buffs. I like this one. There isn't trash in Tekken 8. Delusion the second worst. Not my goal. This is perfect. Oh no, Planet Ling is worse than entire 9 characters above her and below that S tier. I'm out of the loop. Aren't Cool and Panda super similar? Nope, they're way different. Me playing every character in my rule challenge. Currently playing Lee Chalan. I'm done. Lee, Lego My Ego. What's up? Finally, Brian is top 10 in the game where he belongs. No Arslan, May I Lee. No, I proved it's finally worth the sensible tier list from the goal himself. I can't believe it. It just doesn't work. Bro, Street stronger than Kuma, King, and Victor. Yo, these dudes are going ham. Lars downplay on the yet again. Lars is whack, bro. Bro, really put Paul in B. Yeah. The game has different levels depending. If you butt somebody like Paul, it's going to seem OD. But if you're really good, you know, that works. Steve, A+, I follow okay. Isn't Kuma and Panda the same? A lot of these people don't play the game and they just post stuff on Twitter. They just post on. Buff Jack, teach me what I'm missing about Steve. Worst tier list ever, noob. Yeah, these guys are just going ham. So true. Buff Lee, he's too bad. Oh, they should watch. People should watch me play. Maybe it'll change their mind about Lee Chalan, right? YouTube. This is by far the worst tier list so far. Damn, these guys are going ham. I don't quite get why Hwarang Steve above King and Zayu, but cool tier. Mostly agree. How the F is Lydia better than Kazuya? Can somebody explain it to me? I swear if this was some random dude, he would have been smoked in the comments. He is getting smoked in the comments, though. What made you put Safina so high? Pretty understandable. Dude, how the F is Lars and Lee trash? Lee just be like, just do, don't do a -13 low. You mean -14 for the, for Wastang 2-3. That's why I tell you, guys don't really play this game. Not agreed for Delusion, Oscar, Raymond, Asu, I don't know. Lars and Delusion hard on this game. You try it twice as hard with someone who's playing with characters of meta. I'll be a low tier player. Delusion the second worst. Lily too low. How is Steve that high? Lily is A in tier list. Blah blah blah. Kind of funny how you have Panda separate. Only reason Kuma's up there is the same piece of Ran should be up there. Rangchu. Nah, it's because Kuma has an electric and is way better in heat and has a better heat smash and everything. Lars is trash. Why is Lars trash? Thank you for dapping up my Lee. Nightshade, never heard of you before, brother. Step your game up. Didn't see a good gen in ages. Devil Gen isn't that bad. Steve isn't that good. Okay, why is Panda? Brian should be S tier as well. Lee is trash. Damn, I didn't think he was that bad. Notice all the top tiers are easy to use the main. Yeah, that's how games work, brother. Raven def not trash. Lars Lee Raven is trash. Lee is trash. It's crazy. I'm glad it's becoming clear what Brian does. That taunt needs a hot fix. We do that. What? Why is there a trash tier? Remove that. You capping on the Hwarang placement. No way Feng is S anymore. The game is boring now. Just keep it a bean. Confusing list. Oscar, Lee, and Lars in trash tier. What the F? Hwarang, Steve, and A+, but King and A and late. This always makes people crazy. Lily, Reina, Heihachi, Point, Jack, and B. Nah. Thank you. All these efforts putting Kazuya top 15. Listen to the greatest player old line and go train. How is Law not top 1? I don't see any weaknesses. He has weaknesses. Tracking. You could play big keep out on him. There's a couple of things about him that's not that great. I can't see Brian being better than Law. He hits you. Nah, I could see it real cheap. So they just going ham. Safina stronger than Lily is crazy. Saying that Lee is trash, the most dumb thing I ever heard. Please stop playing Tekken and let it go. Make some Pakistani stuff. And oh, this guy's mad racist, yo. So y'all see people just going ham in this joint. Y'all see just people going ham. There's offensive stuff too. Yoshi S, any little player above her. So that's it for this video. Y'all could go check out the tier list, and I'll put his tweet in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about the tier list, and let me know what y'all think about everybody going crazy over it. I enjoyed making this and explaining stuff. So yeah, be sure to follow me, fightinggm_Tekken. It's the Twitch. Like, subscribe on the YouTube. Check out my Factor sponsorship. I'll put it on the link below. And yeah, be sure to comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all guys on the next video.